Today I'm showing you how to make a gluten-free chocolate cake. To make this gluten-free chocolate cake, you need 170 grams of unsalted butter, 340 grams of good quality chocolate, 6 large eggs, 250 grams of caster sugar, 1 teaspoon of salt, preferably rock salt or sea salt, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. The first thing I'm going to do is set the hob on a medium to low heat. Now we're going to melt the chocolate and butter. I've roughly chopped all of my chocolate. And I'm going to add my butter. I'm going to stir this continuously until it's all melted together. So I'm happy with this now. I'm going to put this to cool just on a tea towel for it to come to room temperature. The next thing I'm going to do is create a really nice thick mixture with the rest of my ingredients. So I'm going to crack my 6 eggs. In this recipe, the eggs will act as a thickening agent and a binding agent, as there's no flour in the recipe. That's why we're using 6 eggs. Okay, I've got my sugar, my salt, and my vanilla essence. Now I've got all of my ingredients in the mixing bowl together. It's time to use my electric whisk, and I'm going to whisk this for 8 minutes. What I would do is set a timer because 8 minutes can seem like a very long time. So I'll set for 8 minutes and start whisking. Okay, I think this is done. You'll know when it's done if you drag your whisk through it and it'll leave a slight trail behind. That's when it's done, so it's lovely and thick. I'm going to slowly add the chocolate. Use your spatula then to scrape the sides, making sure that you have all of that lovely chocolate. Okay, then I'm going to fold the chocolate in. Now the folding method is used so we don't pop all of these lovely air bubbles. They're going to help the cake rise when it's in the oven. So this is ready. You can see how the colour has changed. It's gone from a very light brown to a dark, rich brown colour. And you can also see that all those lovely air bubbles are still in the mixture. So this will hopefully rise lovely in the oven. This cake tin has removable sides and a loose bottom, which makes it easier to remove the cake once it's been baked. Okay, I'm just going to pour this cake mixture into the cake tin. And again, scraping the sides to make sure I have all of the mixture. Just going to give that a little bit of a shake to make sure there's no air bubbles at the bottom. Now I'm baking this at 162 degrees Celsius, a very low heat, because it's going to take 45 to 50 minutes to cook. Okay, you'll see in the oven that the shelf is in the centre. This is so the cake has a constant supply of heat as it's more regulated in the centre. So that's in now for 45 to 50 minutes. So this has had 45 minutes and it looks just done. And I'm going to leave this cool for 20 minutes. As this is a gluten-free cake, I've decided to use the free-from range at Tesco's. This means that it's gluten-free and dairy-free, which means it's suitable for a vegan diet as well as a gluten-free diet. Okay, this has had time to cool down, about 20 minutes. I'm going to take the sides off the cake. Now it's time to transfer it from the pan onto a plate. What you need to do is take your chopping board, place it on top of the cake, and you're going to tip the cake over. Try not to put too much pressure onto the cake. You're then going to use your palette knife to gently relieve the cake from the base. Just put that to one side. You're then going to peel back the greaseproof paper, nice and slowly. You're going to do exactly the same as the chopping board. Place this on top and then twist over. To garnish the cake, I have some fresh raspberries, icing sugar, thick cream, and some mint that I've brought home from my classroom at school. Okay, I'm going to start by adding a dusting of icing sugar through a sieve, just a little pinch. Now it's time to cut into the cake.